Alright folks, we're here ready for title match action at the Best in the West tournament. Kyle King playing deep inside, and that's his opening shot at the title match. He's going up against Riley Dempsey for the 900 millionth time here this season already. More about that in a second. Yes, Zach?
You need to encourage me.
Yes, what?
More, inspire me more before every tournament.
I tried to be inspirational. Not bad. Zach Martinez just finished up in third place. He's happy with himself, but fell short in the four-way for two-spot semifinal match in our very unique Best in the West format. We'll talk about that when we get a chance too. Kyle was struggling a little bit on this pair here, and once the match was out of the wood, he was able to experiment with this shot, and this is way further left with a more aggressive ball. It's sometimes great to get that bonus shot to try and fool around, but that time ball checks up early on, and that's what he's been fighting on this pair in the big four for him. Simultaneous handicap handicap title match action. That's the Moo-Cow spare ball of Corbin Hirsch looking for his second career JBT title. He won just a couple weeks ago down in Tucson. But to win, he's got to get through a freight train right now in Sandy Truman, who has owned this pair for about the last hour and a half. He bowled his last qualifying match on this pair, did Sandy, who's we haven't seen yet on camera, and won that match and has dominated in the first two rounds here. Nice shot by Hirsch, leaving only a 7-pin. Kyle playing Riley. I think this is their third title match of the season, at least the third. It might even be more than that. Riley had the better look in the last game in this pair and continues to look good right now. So in Best in the West, it's all match play for 2 consecutive days. Some bowlers have bowled over 20 games of matches so far. It's sort of like Survivor and sort of like an eliminator where you're cutting some bowlers out after each match. So for example, it started with 8 on a pair in one match, then got down to 4 in a pair, then 2 in a pair. And instead of being plus or minus in total pins like that, it's how many points you score as a result of how long you last in each match. If you won a round on Saturday, you got 10 points. If you won a round today, you got 15 points on the tougher lane condition. So the top 6 point scorers advanced to the final round, where they did the same thing basically over again. We're down to those final 2, and that's who you're seeing in today's title matches. Good shot by Riley there, but it checks up just a pinch early, leaves the 4-pin. He went open in the first frame, which we didn't get on camera, so if he can spare it up here, he'll grab a 3-pin lead through 2 frames early on. The handicap difference in the title match here is plenty. In fact, I can't even see it. Let's see if we focus in on it here. I'm going to have to look at my notes. My eyesight's starting to fail me. It's 33, so Truman has to win by 33 pins to tie and 34 pins to capture today's title. Good job, Zach. There we get Dempsey shooting his 4-pin off camera right. There we go. We're bowling on the Scorpion lane condition today, and Truman has really opened it up. He just hits up on the ball as much as possible right there, and it's been stand left throw right for him, and he's got a fantastic look right now, and it's definitely going to give Hirsch all he can handle. Is that's front 4 for Truman, while Hirsch has gone spare, or open, spare, open, and up very quickly here in the 4th. Kyle left a 10-pin meanwhile, and Corbin comes up high and leaves that 6-10. Corbin will forever be the answer to a JBT trivia question. The first bowler who's the kid of a JBT bowler to come out here and win a title. So he is the start of wave 2 of our tour. Kyle Harden straight at the 10, the 48-time titleist, has no problem with that. Kyle, as much as he's done on tour, 50 titles, $50,000 in career earnings, one thing he has not done, which is almost unbelievable, is win a major. JBT, Best in the West, the first major title of the year. No main events, no TPCs, stuff like that. That said, obviously he's always lurking around the top 2, 3, or 4 of all those events. That's how you build up prizes like that. So he left the big 4 in this pair last time, so he's going to be way left, a little faster to try and get that ball through the middle, and he does. No one knows more about his own physical game than Kyle does, and he's got every trick in the book. It's a matter of pulling out the right trick at the right time. Corbin, a quickly developing star here. He's going to go left there. What's that?
He has a higher best in the West.
Than Pop, yes. He's quickly eclipsing Pop Bryan in everything. By winning Golden Pin, he beat Brian's 4th place career high finish. Brian only had 1 season to do it in his defense. His first season was, our first season was his last year of eligibility, back in 1883. Oh, and Riley, big break there to get the 6, 7, 10 out. Hey, if you were bowling in 1883, that means I was bowling in 1841, so that's okay, so I don't want to hear it. Oh, and Hirsch misses that spare, and he's in big trouble here with Sandy off to the hot start. Riley will continue to lead by a single pin if he can pick up this 6-10. Riley doing a lot straighter than Kyle. We'll talk about that more in a second here. Let's get some more of Truman on camera looking for front 5. Throw Sandy up against the scratch bowlers right now. He'd be doing just fine. Oh, you betcha. What a great look Truman has. Truman, one of those mid-level bowlers where if he gets confident and has a look that he likes, he's a scratch-level bowler. If he doesn't have a look that he likes and he's not confident, boy, he can throw in some clunkers, can't we all? But that's, you know, that's what his challenge is going to be in the next couple of years, is to continue to excel when he's on a condition that he can hit and learn to do a little bit better on those conditions where he's not so naturally comfortable on. That's what's going to change him from a mid-level handicap bowler into a scratch bowler as he progresses in the next couple of years. See Riley much further right of Kyle on the lane. He's going to be much harder and straighter. He's also going to be much more behind the ball because he doesn't want a big change of direction down lane. And what's tricky is seeing if that place is on the lane is going to hold up. Kyle can't play there. Riley is better at playing there, but even now that ball's starting to check up early on. Truman looking for front 6. Slice him up, yes sir. Sandy has at least 1 career title. Is it 2 or 1? 2 titles, so looking for number 3 on the of the year. He won his first one quite a while ago. Trying to get Riley and Corbin on camera. That's Corbin's ball. That's Riley. That's Corbin. That's the 6-10 for Corbin. Goes very quickly when there's 2 matches right next door to each other. So the writing on the wall here for Mr. Hirsch, I'm afraid, is you always wonder if the pair's ever going to break down on Sandy, but he's just throwing great shots. It doesn't matter right now. See Kyle doing that in front of the ball return. He'll start the push away first, then start his feet moving. He likes it. Oh man. Still trying to zone it in there, and unfortunately the 2-4-10 stands up for him. Nice job on the spare, meanwhile, for Hirsch. And King would have to spare up this 2-4-10 to stay even through 5 frames. More than capable of doing it. He'll go hard and straight at the sport pattern. You don't want to hook it when the lanes are tough. Just try and slide it over. Good try, but not quite. Almost made the 4-10 with the bounce out. Corbin up very quickly here. Spare working, 7th frame. Yeah, nice. Best shot of the title match by far for Mr. Hirsch. He's going to need a lot more of them and some assistance from Sandy here. Sandy's dad wearing a hole in the carpet here about 3 feet to my left. I don't want to jinx it, and I know that parents would kill me to jinx it, but you're in fine shape right now. Let's see if Kyle can zone in on the left lane. Wider, wow, boy oh boy, just destroys the rack. 7-pin forgets to fall. This is Truman for 7 in a row. Absolutely dead flush, my goodness. We bowled in a house pattern yesterday, and the zone house pattern's pretty darn easy. We didn't get any 300s out of it, however. Scorpion, obviously, a way, way harder pattern, and Sandy making it look like house right now. King annihilates that 7-pin, take that. The match is over in handicap. It's just a matter of how far can he string this along. 7 in a row. Title match of a JBT major tournament. He's got $500 in his pocket. He would like more. Here is the 8th frame shot. Way wide. No. Up, the Scorpion stung on that one. On house that might have come back, but he finally got it far enough right to hit the out of bounds. String ends at 7, but that's about the only thing that's going to go wrong for him for the rest of the day. Riley spare working, yes sir. Nice shot by Dempsey. Let's see if Sandy can convert the old 110 now. Nope. Missed it left. That's all right. Well, the best Corbin can do is strike out, which is 5 in a row, for 201. That would still force some marks, but we're talking tall tasks here. But you never know. Oh, wow, really good shot at the 4-pin for Hirsch. Dempsey here can increase the lead to 24 if he can strike in the 7th frame of his match. Oh, and that's going to hit the out of bounds. Wow, woo! The old Brunswick Zone Messenger there almost takes out the 1-2, leaving only the 2. He'll very happily take that. Scorpion, the second longest of the 5 PBA patterns. If you miss right, it won't recover. Yep, and Hirsch's going to flag that 7. That's all right, buddy. Ask any of our regulars finishing in 1st and 2nd within the same calendar month is no easy task out here, as tough as we make these tournaments. So disappointed, of course, to lose the title match, but he's going to pocket 250 for 2nd and a whole bunch more points. Riley not taking the 2-pin for granted, as he certainly shouldn't. Oh boy, good thing he didn't. If it was any more granted than that, he would have missed it. So he leads the match. He's got 106 through 6. That's good enough right now for the 14-pin lead that we talked about. Nice shot from Hirsch there. We couldn't get a smile out of Corbin even when he won. We're not going to get one out of him now when he's behind in the match. King in front of the ball return, and he fouls. Oh, and that's an even more painful. That's the worst possible foul right there for Kyle, as unfortunately it was on the spare, so he loses the count on the spare. He struck on the shot. That's a disaster. With that truncated in front of the ball return approach, if you slip even a little bit, that's going to happen, and unfortunately it did for him. And now you got the mental challenge of regrouping and not worrying about your footwork and trusting it. Get that 7-pin, boy. Kyle's body language tells the story right there. That's an absolutely catastrophic 7th frame for him. Foul on the strike and get a bad break 9 on the spare attempt. My goodness. The best King can do is strike out 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 here for 181. Dempsey in the 186 pace. So anything can still happen. And he'll need a little anything to happen right here. All right. As he gives it the old ushka look there, I'm sure. Mr. Truman, you're not pacing as much suddenly all of a sudden. You feeling better? Feeling better? Not much hole left in that carpet there. A brilliant performance by your kid here the last 2 hours or so.
It just shows you can win the raffle. That's the raffle ball.
That is, yes, thank you, Mr. Truman.
Yes.
Little wobbly 10 there. That is an Ebonite mission going down there to be won in one of our JBT raffles. So not only is he going to get 500 for first, he's going to pick up an extra $100 from Ebonite for winning that tournament. And I should ship another $1.50 for Mr. Truman, reminding me to plug our sponsors. Dempsey again checking in the middle there. That's going to get tight the rest of the way. We're going to run out of our 15-minute time slot, so if you want to see part 2 of this, just be sure to check out the rest of YouTube. It'll be up along with this one. Keep watching everything.